Good morning students. In previous class we discussed about the mole concept, and the mole concept is such a topic which we have to use again and again in our syllabus. Okay, so in today's class we will go through some exercises related to the mole concept. Okay, just to practice the mole concept. Okay, so before starting the exercises, let's revise the mole concept once again. Okay, so I told you the three formulas which represent the number of moles, and we have to memorize this formula for solving the questions. Okay, what was that formula? Mole equals to, in the terms of number of atom, it is number of atoms or molecules divided by Avogadro number. And what is Avogadro number? It is 6.022 into 10 to power 23. Then in terms of mass, it is given mass divided by molar mass. Now this molar mass is very important. You have to memorize some molar mass data of the some common elements. And then the third formula of mole was in terms of volume. So what is mole? Mole is equals to volume in liter divided by 22.4, and this formula was only applicable for the gases. Okay, so this is the complete formulas of the mole. We will use these formulas in various combinations during solving the questions. Okay, so let's start the question number 1. Read the question carefully. What is the question? Calculate the molecular mass of glucose C6H12O6. Now what it's asking? It is asking molecular mass. So be particular about the unit, because if it was molar mass then we have to use the unit gram, and if it is molecular mass we have to put the unit U. Okay, so first thing is be particular about the unit which we have to use. Okay, so calculate the molecular mass of glucose molecule, and then how much number of particles will be there in 360 gram of glucose. Okay, so let's start. Now what is the formula of glucose? It is C6H12O6. so 6 into mass of carbon, which is 12. So 6 carbon, mass of 6 carbon is equals to 72. Then there are 12 hydrogen atoms, and the mass of 12 hydrogen atoms will be 12 into 1, so plus 12. Then there are 6 oxygen atoms, and the mass of 6 oxygen atom will be 6 into 16, so it is equals to 96. Okay, so the total mass will be called molecular mass, and it is 180. So 180 U is the molecular mass of glucose. Now what is the second part of the question? It's asking that how many number of particles will be there in 360 gram of glucose. So 180 U is the molecular mass, and 180 gram will be the molar mass of glucose. Okay, so what is number of mole? Number of mole equals to given mass, which is 360, divided by molar mass, which is 180. So there are 2 moles, and in 2 moles the number of atoms is equals to 2 into Avogadro number. So this is the answer of both the questions. Now let's move to question number 2. In 3 moles of ethane, calculate the following. Number 1, number of moles of carbon atoms, then number of moles of hydrogen atoms, and number of molecules of ethane. So again we have to read the question carefully, otherwise we can make the silly mistakes in the solution. What is given? 3 moles of ethane, okay, is given. Then we have to calculate number of moles of carbon atoms. So here it is asking about the carbon atoms, then number of moles of hydrogen atoms, and then number of molecules of ethane. Okay, so first of all, let's solve this third bit of this question. What is given? 3 moles of ethane is given. 3 moles of ethane, and the formula is C2H6. So how many number of molecules of ethane will be there? So the answer of third part is 3 into Avogadro number, because 1 mole is equals to Avogadro number, so 3 mole is equals to 3 times of Avogadro number. Okay, so I don't think you have any problem in the third part of this question. Then look here, 1 molecule of ethane will give us 2 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen atoms. So 3 mole of ethane will give us 6 mole of carbon atoms and 3 into 6, that means 18 moles of hydrogen atoms. So this is the answer of first and second part of the question. So number of moles of carbon atom is 6, because 1 ethane is giving 2 carbon, and number of moles of hydrogen atom is 18, because 1 ethane is giving 6 hydrogen, so 3 will give 3 into 6, which is 18. Okay, so that's the way by which we can solve these kind of question. Now look at the next question. How many moles of water you can prepare from 5 moles of hydrogen atom and 3 moles of oxygen atom? Now this is also a tricky question. We know that the molecular formula of water is H2O. So we require 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom to form 1 molecule of H2O. Now what is given? We have given 5 moles of hydrogen. 5 moles of hydrogen atoms. And what else? 3 moles of oxygen atoms. 3 moles of oxygen atoms. Okay, so if we consider the number of hydrogen atoms, then we know that 2 hydrogen atoms is used for the formation of 1 molecule of H2O. So 5 molecule can give us 2.5 moles of water, and we know that 1 mole of oxygen atom gives 1 mole of H2O. So 3 mole of oxygen atoms can give 3 moles of water. Now if you consider the second case, which is in the case of oxygen atoms, and if you find the answer that 3 moles of H2O will be formed, then your answer will be wrong. Why? Because we will not have the proper amount of or the sufficient amount of hydrogen atoms if we want to consume the whole 3 moles of oxygen. So here the amount of hydrogen will decide the amount of water molecules. In future classes we will discuss about a concept which will be called limiting reagent. Okay, what is limiting reagent? The reagent which is less in amount will decide the stoichiometry of the reaction. Okay, so we will not discuss about that now. Here we will find the answer with respect to the number of hydrogen atoms. Okay, so 5 mole of hydrogen atoms will give 2.5 mole of water. So the answer is 2.5 mole, and 2.5 mole of oxygen will also be used. Then 0.5 mole of oxygen atom will be in excess. 0.5 moles of oxygen atom will be in excess or unused. I hope you got it. Okay, in any question, if you have any doubt or anything which you do not understand, you can ask. Now Next question, question number 4. Which one of the following will have largest number of atoms? You have to tell me that which one of the following. There are 4 combinations, there are 4 datas. Which one of the following will have largest number of atoms? Okay, so first one is 1 gram gold, second one is 1 gram sodium, third one is 1 gram lithium, and the fourth one is 1 gram Cl2. Now what is number of moles? Number of moles is given mass divided by molar mass. Okay, so given mass is 1 gram in all the cases and divided by molar mass. So we can say that the one which have the lowest molar mass will have the highest number of moles, not atoms. Okay, again you have to read the question very carefully because it is asking about atoms, right? So first of all we will divide all these 4 datas with their molar mass. Now which is given, the molar mass of gold is 197, the molar mass of sodium is 23, the molar mass of lithium is 7, and the molar mass of chlorine is 35.5. but what is being asked, it is Cl2, so we will twice, which will be 71. Now the number of atom in gold is 1, sodium is 1, lithium is 1, and Cl2 is 2. So we will multiply the number of moles of Cl2 with 2 to find out number of atoms. Okay, so you can solve all these 4 calculation, and whatever number you get the maximum, let me know. This is the way which we have to go through. Okay, so now let's discuss question number 5. Use the given data in the following table to calculate the molar mass of naturally occurring argon. So here this question is related to the average molar mass. Okay, what is average molar mass? The mass of all the isotopes multiplied by their natural abundance divided by the total abundance. Okay, so there are 3 isotopes, argon 36, argon 38, and argon 40. This is the molar masses and this is the abundance in percentage. So how we will solve the question? Multiply the molar mass with abundance of all the 3 isotopes, then add these values. Okay, so suppose you got X number here, Y, and you got Z number here. So we will add X plus Y plus Z divided by total abundance, and in percentage the total abundance is 100. So by this method you will get the average molar mass of argon. I hope you understand it. Okay, now see question number 6. Calculate the number of hydrogen atoms in 11.2 liter of H2 gas. It is asking the number of hydrogen atoms. Okay, so we know that in the case of gases, the mole equals to given volume in liter divided by 22.4. So it is 1 by 2 mole. Okay, so we know that one molecule of H2 will give 2 hydrogen atoms. So 1 by 2 mole of H2 will give 1 by 2 into 2 hydrogen atoms, which is 1 mole hydrogen atoms. And what is the meaning of 1 mole hydrogen atoms? It means it will be equals to Avogadro number, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 hydrogen atoms. Okay, then let's see the question number 7. Calculate the number of helium atoms in 120 U mass of helium. Now this is the atomic mass, not the molar mass, and the second question is 120 gram mass of helium. Okay, so let's solve the first one. We know that the mass of helium atom is 4 U in case of atomic mass and 4 gram in case of molar mass. Now in 120 U mass, the number of helium atoms will be 30 helium atoms. Okay, and in the case of 120 gram mass, there will be 30 moles of helium atoms, and 30 mole means 30 into Avogadro number. So you have to be careful about the unit also. So here it is 30 helium atoms, and here it is 30 into Avogadro number helium atoms. Let's see question number 8. Calculate the number of molecules in okay, in 11.2 liter of H2, helium, neon, N2 and H2O. Now see, the H2, helium, neon and N2, all these four are gases, but water is not a gas, it is liquid. Okay, so in 11.2 liter there will be half mole of gas, and half mole means half mole into Avogadro number of atoms will be half into Na. But water, in the case of water, this is not half mole, we have to go through different kind of calculation. Okay, so 11.2 liter of water is almost equals to 11.2 kilogram of water. Now you can find the answer by using the molar mass of water. So there will be a lot of number of moles in 11.2 liter of water. So the concept of volume we will apply only on the gases. Which one of the following has largest number of molecules? You have to tell me that which one of the following will have largest number of molecules. 11.2 liter of O2, 36 gram of H2O, 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of H2SO4 and 28 gram of N2. So find out the number of moles of all these four. Here number of mole will be given volume divided by 22.4. Here it will be given mass by molar mass. The molar mass of water is 18. Here it will be 1 mole because it is equals to Avogadro number, and here it will be 28 divided by 28 because the molar mass of N2 is also 28. So here it is 1 mole, here also it is 1 mole, here it is 1 by 2 mole, and here it is 2 moles. This is our answer. So the largest number of molecules is in second combination, which is 36 gram of H2O. Now what if it was asked the number of atoms? Now the answer will be completely changed, because 1 mole of O2 will give 2 atoms, 1 mole of H2O will give 3 atoms, 1 mole of H2SO4 will give 4 plus 1 plus 2, 7 atoms, and 1 mole of N2 will also give 2 atoms. So if this question was asked in terms of number of atoms, C would be the answer. Okay, so here is the questions for you. These are the same questions which were given in the previous class. So in case you have not solved these questions, solve it and let me know your answers. So that's it for now in the mole concept. I hope you are now clear about the mole concept, and in next class we will discuss some basic terms like percentage composition and empirical and molecular formula.